and welcome. This is the third stage of this Tour de France. As you saw, last stage I was actually winning the stage with Peter Sagan after a completely weird stage where Tinkoff was here and there, they were all around. This stage we have to do another thing. We have to make sure Kreuziger has become top 10 in the overall classification. And that's a new one actually. I would say normally, I would say Contador should be top 10, but again, maybe it's because Kreuziger is a bit of form. I don't know. Um, but the thing we have to do is retain the green jersey with Peter Sagan. I would guess is one of the objective, and there's no reason why we should not do that. We should just make sure we are gonna get the points when we drive in the intermediate sprint. The problem here is it's a long stage where there's a lot of flat things, and it's only the last parts that is actually making a huge difference. But we just have to see how it's gonna be. But as you see here in the classification, there's a small gap between all the favorites, and it's gonna be exciting because after this stage they are coming the crucial cobblestone section, and the cobblestones are so feared by many riders, especially the favorites, because they know they can actually lose Tour de France in this stage. But we just have to see how it's gonna be. My objective is of course to make Sagan retain the green jersey. It should be possible on a stage like this because it's a finish that actually suitable for him. And when we look forward to the next stages, as you see here, there's a lot of mountains. Of course, you remember those mountains, especially this one, which has not become at the new stage 20 as they actually did. They actually made a new stage 20, but that's not important now. Our goal is now just to complete this stage with a good result and make sure we get all the recovery bonus we can get and moral boost. And that means we have to get Kreuziger as top 10. And Peter Sagan should retain the green jersey. My guess is this stage would actually put a lot of action in from the start. There would be some breakaways, but also I would say some of the favorites, even the sprinter teams, want to make sure the breakaway are not getting far from the first sprint, because this is actually the best place for the sprinters like Cavendish and Tinkoff to get some points, because the finish climb, it's more like a Sagan climb than is a Cavendish climb, and we know that, especially because the last 20 kilometers are brutal for riders like Cavendish. He will probably fall off not the first but the second climb. We have to see. So, but you see here, um, Sagan green jersey and Kreuziger top 10 in this stage. It should be possible because Kreuziger's form is quite good actually, but the problem is with Contador's form is low, it's going down, and it's positive it's going down now and not later. But we just have to see how it's gonna recover on the later stage. So my goal is to protect it as much as we can, protect all the favorites, outsiders I would call them. Every rider in this team are outsiders of the classification, because it's equal mountain riders, especially after this update. So, but we're gonna start this now, and I have actually cut some of the things out because there was a long time where that did not happen anything at all.
Hello everyone, the stage that is served up today reminds us of the great classics of cycling. The reason is that the finish is atop the renowned Mur de Huy.
As you will say here in the start of the stage, there will be some attacks, and every time the other team was attacking, some of the riders were attacking, the peloton were actually just accelerated. And of course, that's normal. But because there's more than 3 riders, it's usually been caught up. I would not say I was taking any chances on this. I would say I'm riding as best I can, because I don't need to work. It's not my job to work, because I know Sagan is much better puncher to the final climb, which actually gave 20 points for the sprinter classification also. So my goal is just to make sure I get a few points in the first sprint. But as you see in the stage profile and the last 16 kilometers, it's uphills and downhills, and the first 100 kilometers is just pure straight. So, but as you see, the team are attacking over and over again, and the guy just Rest from Switzerland are trying to go on a breakaway again. He's probably gonna go for the competitive standings. But also he could be a dangerous rider for the green jersey, because he has 20 points, because the last stage he was on a breakaway where he got 20 points on the intermediate sprint. But you see, every time someone's attacking, the sprinter teams are going in front. And there's a crash. Did you see that? Did you see this crash? That was one of the crash, but there was not a mass crash. But it's actually kind of fun to see how it's gonna happen. He was just crashing, but no one was actually falling on him. So it would be normal to see maybe 10 or 15 riders was crashing, but it's not. And it was Quinsado, as you see, that was crashing. And normally he would get hard to get up here. He was closer to the finish, but it's not. So he was getting up to the peloton right away. But as you see, the Tinkoff team are taking it easy. They're not moving so fast. They just try to be in part of the front group of the peloton, so they don't lose ground if someone is happening. And there's no win on this stage, and that's make a huge difference, because that makes energy and health being minimal lose. But you see, it's going fast. Everyone wants to go on the breakaway.
Okay, I'm coming to protect you. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
At 10 kilometers from the first intermediate sprint.
The gap is widening. No need to panic, guys.
And I have now skipped to the last 10 km from the first sprint, because this is the first time we have to actually work, because we need to get point from Sagan. And again, I was not awake. I was actually mistimed my sprint completely. So actually I did not manage to get some points with Sagan. That was actually points that could be useful in the end, but I think I was trying, but again I was doing some other things at the same time.
Okay, I'll protect him.
To see right now, I'm trying to go in front of the group. I try to set up the pace, and also make sure all the captains are in the front.
The gap between the peloton and the escapees is stable.
And first I was thinking about maybe I can do some attacks and maybe I can just roll in the the front group, but I thought no, there's no need to use too much energy on that.
The breakaway is 5 kilometers from the intermediate sprint. I'll relay. I'll make a big effort on the relay.
The breakaway is losing its lead. It's going to be difficult for them.
Yeah, and you see now there's a lot of fast moving in the peloton. 5 kilometers left.
His teammates are accelerating.
And first I was actually put on wheel on Cavendish because I thought that would be a good idea, and it was also a good idea if I just could keep the wheel. But now you just have to see.
I'll go full out on the relay.
You see here, I'm in completely good position, but this was actually made me confused because of the corner. You see there, I was actually in the scene that was going straight. I did not see it go to the turn left. So, but I was trying to get back, and I was actually close, if you can say that on something like that. There's 100 meters, it's not close, but I was sprinting in the front from the peloton. And now we're gonna skip to the, what I say, the most important part of this race, because as you know, my objectives are to get Kreuziger in top 10 and retain the green jersey with Sagan. And for that I actually have to work a lot of to get those positions. But we just have to see how it's gonna be. And this is the final first 10 kilometers for the first uphill, and it's a strong uphill. So first I have to work a lot just to be part of this peloton, because no one has lost ground, because the peloton are moving slow,
It's going to be
very
difficult
slow.
for them.
Okay. We'll relay.
And then I just changed to Kreuziger because I know the main part of this I have to use Kreuziger. I would think Sagan can,
Okay. I'll
if I just use the correct orders, he would actually take good care of himself. The same as with Contador and Kieslowski and Micah. The only thing I can be afraid of is when I get to the finish and I still use Kreuziger, Contador could use too much energy just to follow, and it's
He's
usually
the
like that.
leader of the overall youth standings.
It's a huge downhill and then just uphill.
He is no longer the provisional yellow jersey. Understood.
The stage's first climb is
But as
inside
you see
for those
here,
at the front. A second
climb
category
are
ascension where the first
just
rider will
10%
score
and
1
more.
point towards the mountain standings.
And the mountain standings, as you say, is important here, because I can actually get mountain points if I'm gonna catch up in the group and Kreuziger, or other riders can be in front of that group.
I'll relay. Okay, we'll relay. The breakaway is unlikely to go all the way, guys. Watch out for counter move.
And now we hit the first wall, I like to call it. Just going up to hill. Someone says heaven are up, But I would say in cycling, heaven or hell. The more up you go, the more in hell you come, or you feel like it. And you see,
He goes to the top of the climber standing. Here's the positions over the last climb.
I'm just relaxing with Kreuziger first time because it's not now the first attack should come. It's later.
The front of the
You
race
see
is in
Sagan
the
are in
front
the
zone.
front group, in the front of the peloton. And now I have to make sure people are getting their food.
Understood.
The first one is the white one, and that means
Don't worry.
the
They're not
effort
that place to see overall standing.
are keeping up. But again, you have to take it fair. You have to take it at the right time, because if you take it when he used too much energy, the effort cannot be used for anything at all. Then it's just a waste of energy.
Okay, I'll protect him.
And you see, this is a battle to make sure you have protection on all the riders. They need protection, and make sure I have to be in the front of the peloton. So right now I'm just using Tosada Benade.
The breakaway is managing to hold off the peloton. The gap seems to have stabilized.
As it says.
I'll relay. Stick to the wheels in front. I'll relay. Okay, we'll relay. Okay, I'll follow any attack. So I stick to the wheels in front. Okay, we'll relay. I'll try and hinder relays.
Another 20 kilometers for the lead riders. They're going to have to join forces.
And this part is the most important part. As you see, just uphill, uphill again, downhill, and then 2 kilometers of uphill. It's now the first attack should come in. It's now the
Trying to
first
hold off the return of the peloton.
favorites
But their
are
chances of fighting it out for the stage victory seem very slim.
using the power on the rest of the peloton.
The riders are on to the Côte d'Aref, a fourth category climb.
Right
that
now
is
I'm still in
2
good
kilometers
position.
long.
Kreuziger, I'm protected,
Finish the mountain sprint in 2 kilometers for the breakaway group.
but Valverde are in front and Nibali also.
Big effort on the relay.
They all make sure they are
Last time check with the
not
breakaway,
losing
1
time on
minute.
this. They can lose a lot of time, maybe 5-10 seconds, but it can make a huge difference. But we should remember next
Breakaway is
stage,
unlikely to go all the way, guys.
Kreuziger will
Watch
probably
out for
not be part of
counter
the favorites who are taking time on the other favorites. It should be Contador and Sagan, of course, but he's not favorite for the Tour de France, so. But he has a good chance to win that stage.
Here's the positions over the last climb.
See, and the breakaways group are almost caught up. Now we just make sure we are in front, because the next uphill are making a difference.
Okay, we'll relay.
And it's just down and then uphill again.
Okay, but give me time to move up a bit. I'm not well placed. I'll try and hinder relays.
30 seconds lead for the head of the race.
Okay, we'll relay.
Ten kilometers to the finish, and 2 more difficulties on the menu. The Mur Saint-Léonard and the Mur de Huy.
Understood.
And now we have to go for the final kilometers. See, there's less than 10 kilometers left, and they can make a
The
huge
Mur
gap
Saint-Léonard. It's a little
in the
more than
peloton.
1 kilometer with sections at around
My
about
priority
14%.
is to use
A first
Kreuziger, of
opportunity
course,
to whittle away
and
a
make
few
sure that all the
riders
other
before
riders,
the lead,
Kreuziger,
the foot of which is less than 5 kilometers
have
after the summit.
Micah, Contador, and
Teammate has just been
those
dropped.
behind them.
You can't count on him any longer.
But you see, Valverde are trying to move.
Okay, I'll follow any attack.
We'll have to keep something in reserve. if we
Sagan
want
tries
get
to
away
follow
the
them.
Final kilometers.
Kreuziger. And see Valverde. Valverde attacking. And let's try to use Kreuziger to get up, and I'm getting up to that. I'm actually getting up first. See. And I got 2 points.
You've just
And
taken the top
actually
spot
right
in the
now,
climber standings.
I am leading
Good.
the climber
Keep it up.
standings. I only got 2 points, but it's
You were
enough.
first over the top of the climb. That's good.
He's moving on to the attack.
And this is the final kilometers. I'm saving my energy, put energy on the other riders.
The stage is too much for him.
See, Cavendish
The
lost his
riders
ground,
will
and
be able to take a
as I
short
told you from the
breather
start,
on the way
he will
down.
probably
However,
gonna lose his
they will have to stay well
place.
placed if they hope to win at the top of the Mur de Huy with its sections at nearly 20%.
Understood.
Right now I'm in good position with
Peloton is 1
Kreuziger,
minute away.
and also
Another 500 meters and the riders will turn right.
There's a
and
huge
begin
gaps in
ascent
the
of
peloton,
Mur de
and
Mur.
the Rohan Danish are still
Understood.
part of this. Can he defend his
Watch out
jersey?
for the overall.
We should know
You've got to chase
after
him down.
this.
And they're off. The punchers will now be able to sort it out between themselves. Attack at the head of the peloton. It isn't the moment to stare at each other.
Okay, I'll follow any attack. Okay, but I won't be very effective because I'm full out.
And Kreuziger are trying to attack. He cannot catch up, but he's having a good position. There's no need to use all his energy when he has the position he needs. It won't make a difference anyway. And we just changed to Micah just
Okay,
before the finish.
but I won't be
Yes.
very
Then we
effective
try to get
because
Micah
I'm
up.
full out.
Then we see how it's gonna go. Contador, Rodriguez, Nibali, and Contador Froome, and Panterwagen and Contador Sagan. Sagan was protecting Contador, so it's good. We retained the green jersey. We got the position. It's a good moral boost for the next stage, which is actually the cobblestone section. We are looking forward for that. But let's see the GC. Is there anything we can see in the GC that is good?
He tops the standings and will receive the traditional honors.
He's retained the green
It's
jersey,
the green jersey of this Tour de France.
of course. And I would say he has a big chance to retain in the next stage also, because there's cobblestone.
Hang the trophy in his trophy room. Let's hope for him that he can add more.
But it was a good stage. We did all our objective. That gave a moral boost. So for now we can be satisfied, except we lose time on Froome with Contador. But we have a lot of time to get it back if we are driving fairly good. The problem is the time trial. The team time trial can make a huge difference. Because we don't have the best team time. I try again. We don't have the best team time trial riders on the team right now. But thank you for watching, and remember to watch stage 3 on this Tour de France 2015 with the new update. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.